Welcome into the Stanford Cardinal Dynasty, where today we are on the road going up to Seattle, Washington to face off against the Washington Huskies. Though this is a Huskies team that has been far removed from their national championship appearance. And so much so that they now sit in a spot where they could potentially be relegated at the end of this season, just a game above UNLV, who moved up from the Mountain West last season. If the Rebels can pull off some big wins and Washington continues to drop games, they might be joining their fellow Washington team in the Mountain West. Because as it stands right now, Washington State is not in the top spot. Currently, BYU still fighting to get back up to the Pac-12. But for the Huskies, it's pretty plain to see why they haven't had a good year. They haven't been able to put a single win streak together. The only streaks they've had have been losing streaks. They've lost to Oregon and USC. They did pick up a pretty solid win against Utah 28-26 and against Texas A&M 21-13. But all of these losses have really buried their morale. And it's their redshirt junior quarterback in Keon Akbar who has to elevate his team, as his play has been all right this year. 14 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 60% complete, but he just hasn't taken that next step. And that is what this team needs to turn the corner. Adam Muhammad has actually had a pretty solid year, 4 touchdowns, averaging 4 yards a carry. And receiving-wise, they have a pretty promising young receiver in redshirt freshman Warrior, who's averaging 16 yards a grab, 4 touchdowns, and he's doing that on just the third most amount of receptions. Currently, Decker DeGraff, their tight end, leads them in receptions, with Kyrie Float up there as well. They do still look to LaTroy Combs and Adam Muhammad, their running back, to get the ball in the passing game. They spread it out. But where Akbar really has to worry is at left tackle. Tobias Virgin has given up 10 sacks this year, and he's facing Sony Fotu, and expectations are high for a big game for Fotu. On the defensive front, they have Craig Mixon, who has 65 tackles on the season. They have Rashad Lord with 11 TFLs, and coming off the edge, they have George Witherspoon with 7 sacks. They forced a few amount of turnovers, not much, and then compiling their scoring woes is Keontae Coxie, their kicker, who's just 66% on the year with a long of 38. And with the Cardinals looking to help solidify a top recruiting class this season, they have a few more players who might be committing pretty soon. But for the Cardinal out there today, their biggest task is to not overlook this game as we're underway. Looking to return this one, Keenan will end up just taking the touchback. Starting at the 25 will be Montrell Avant, and the offense, Trent Parrish also being a pretty key part of the overall success. Definitely wouldn't say that this Cardinal team has had a dominant running game this year, or one of the best running games, but it's been consistent and has helped open up that passing game as he picks up just 1. This year, it's really been the passing game for the Cardinal that have opened things up as they go with the RPO, and Parrish is stuffed again. George Witherspoon, their sack leader, with the TFL there in a 3rd and 10. Hard count, no one jumps. They bring the blitz, and Avant is gonna get dropped. Ball is on the ground. Diving on it was Fowler. It's Estrella with the sack, and it will force a punt. And for the Cardinal, that does end a streak of really dominant first possessions. It brings down Akbar and the Huskies offense, and they need to continue the hot start here for the Washington Huskies. Looking to pass the ball, it's a deep shot, finding a little space in the zone. A big catch downfield, and it is their freshman and Warrior who gets the grab all the way down to the 30. Already would be about outskirts of field goal range, and chopping out the big man. Camp with a nice hit in there on Combs, and it's 2nd and 4. They go with a lot of hurry up here. RPO to the outside. They get it to Muhammad, who can't break away from Jalen Day-Sumlin. Washington definitely feeling that momentum here early. They're in the red zone. They got a 1st and 10, and here comes Nelson. His 23rd career sack, and it sent Akbar flying. It's 2nd and 17 with that loss. They hand it off Muhammad, holding down the middle. Doesn't look like there's a call for it. Well, their center definitely got a little extra handsy there with Howerton. It's 3rd and 11. They go two to the left-hand side and looking to set up the screen opposite side. Ball hits the turf. And eventually their high-powered offense of that drive fizzles out. A 4th and 11 and a field goal made. Keontae Coatsy makes it 3-0, and the Huskies have to feel pretty good about that start. Not so for the Cardinals. They start their second drive here. Parrish, he bounces it to the outside. Not able to put the juke in on the corner, but he does pick up 4, and that's 4 more yards than they had in their first drive. 2nd and 6. They go play action, and throwing this one out, it's a Nenny, tight end 2. Trying to stretch for it, but he comes up a yard short, bringing up a 3rd and 1. They bring up Montrell Dog and Lucas at fullback. Weak eye, right down the middle. Dog with a big gain. He plows through the safety. He is gone. 10-5, flipping into the end zone. The longest rush we've seen from Montrell Dog in maybe 2 years. And just like that, he quiets down the Washington Huskies stadium. And the Stanford Cardinal take a 7-3 lead. With the Husky offense heading right back onto the field here at the 21. They start with Muhammad. Looks for the cutback lane. Flying over is Richardson. A little help there from Howerton to slow him down. Goes as a gain of 2 on first, continuing with that hurry-up set. And going to the outside, Muhammad. He's going nowhere. Rico Cote meets him, plus a flag is down. It looks like this one's going to be holding. But Coach Bearington will decline. Forces a 3rd and 9 rather than a 2nd and about 18. As Akbar will look to throw, he goes out to Muhammad, who gets bumped out by Marcock, the freshman. It will force a punt. So after a hot start by the Huskies, they have slowly fizzled here. We'll see if the Stanford offense can just put them away early in this game. Blouse takes the screen for 6. That's probably been the biggest thing the Cardinal have worked on, is just being consistent throughout the game. And when being dominant, be dominant throughout. As Montrell Avant scrambles, he picks up the 1st down. We got a 1st and 10 here at the 34. Single back set in pistol. Avant looking to throw this one is going to end up being a jump ball that's picked off. There's a little bit of life here for the Huskies. Brian Diaby, the junior corner, comes down with it, and that has been the problem with Montrell Avant the past couple weeks. For some reason in these games, he's just tossed up some really bad balls. Handing it off to Muhammad, he picks up 3. And if Akbar and the offense can capitalize off that turnover, they could get themselves back into full momentum swing. The pass to the outside, talk about swing. Muhammad jukes out the corner, and he's got a big gain up to about the 45. So far, living up to their stats, they're spreading that ball around. Muhammad definitely getting well involved in the passing game. As they look for him in the running game, Richardson meets him, slows him down, eventually dragged down Asher and Adkins. And as the Cardinals are stuck here in the 4-2-5 defense with the hurry up here, we will see those 3 safeties out there. Muhammad again with the screen. A great job from Asher. Had to continually fight off that block, eventually bringing him down. It's 3rd and 4. Cardinal bring the blitz, throwing to the tight end, and picking up the 1st down goes the Huskies. That's what Akbar's going to have to do today, respond to the pressure. Because, again, this Cardinal team, they bring a lot of heat. They get a lot of sacks. They force turnovers downfield. RPO. And, again, Muhammad with space. Spin move. He's got another 1st down. Looks like they're going to force the Cardinal into playing a little bit more man coverage, getting some one-on-ones downfield. And a good catch from the tight end, Rico Cote. Looked to be draped all over him, but he couldn't jar it away. They're now 10 yards away from the end zone, looking to take a lead here. Akbar making some changes. He's got 3 over to the left-hand side, 1 to the right. Good blocking here, and a lofted pass. Muhammad caught as Richardson was staring at the cheerleaders. Time to get your head in the game here, bud. As we finish the 1st quarter, it is 7-3 the Huskies. They're on the doorstep as Dub here is just having a nice little break. And it's the Cardinal defense who needs to stop giving the Washington Huskies a break here. 2nd and goal at the 8 as we start the 2nd quarter. They're going to have motion. Handing this one off, 84. They go with the Handoff to, it looked like a receiver out there. No gain. 3rd and goal at the 6. As they have trips to the left-hand side, one to the right. Akbar in the pocket, goes outside and behind his running back. Cardinal defense do hold, and once again, Keontae Coxie coming out here for a field goal. This one, though, a tough angle from the right hash, but he sends it through. Huskies get another 3 off the turnover, and they make this one a 7-6 game. As it's 6 for the Stanford Cardinal, leading their offense here. A turnover the last time's got to clean up those wayward passes. Flag down here as Parrish picks up a nice run on the outside stretch, but it looks like a Modi Nigbun called with the hold. And that will erase what was a good start to the drive here. 1st and 19 instead. As they will look to set up the wide receiver screen here. Blousay does not get the block from Buck. It's Diaby making the play yet again. He had the pick on the previous drive. A 2nd and 20 now. Hard count doesn't work out for Montrell Avant. Throws downfield. He's got Bryce Haddad, the first down grab. What a display of anticipation there from Montrell Avant. He finds his receiver. 1st and 10 now with motion. They go to the freshman, and he's going to pick up 3. Pretty similar, though, to what the Washington Huskies do. Cardinal do spread the ball out on offense, getting a lot of different guys involved. Haddad in motion here. He's going to go all the way across the field, and they're looking for him, but he can't high point it. Instead, Diaby, right place, right time. Montrell Avant, he doesn't get the tackle, force the cut back in, and now it's an injury for Stanford as well. Double bad on the play as the Huskies set up inside the 15. Oh, that one not really the fault of Avant. That should have been a catch, at minimum an incompletion. But it puts this Cardinal defense in a spot yet again where they're going to have to be forced to make some big plays. They get the TFL on play 1, hand it off Muhammad, and another TFL, and it's now 3rd and 13. They got trips to the right-hand side, 1 to the left. Looking to pass the ball down the seam, and they have it. Huskies take the lead after 2 straight interception drives. Moko Fissi gives them the lead on a wobbly pass from Akbar. This is exactly where the Cardinal have put themselves in hard spots games prior, where they just let teams hang around that really shouldn't be. Throw to the outside is Blousay. Avant, he's trying to answer back from some early mistakes. So again, that last one, not really his fault. Should have been a catch from Haddad, who had a nice one just a couple plays prior to. And throwing that one out before the sack. Rashad Lord with the pressure credited. 2nd and 10. As they go play action, they set up the tight end screen. They get it to Buck, who's going to get flipped forward, gain of 5. Looked like the Husky defender was trying to rip the ball away. Lucky that one wasn't a face mask. 3rd and 5, hard count, no one jumps. And under pressure, no one blocks the DT. Rashad Lord, he's sent from the interior, and he picks up the sack. And once again, Huskies, they carry all the momentum right now. 1st and 10, they start back at the 19. Go 2 spread either side. And Muhammad gets space over pursuit there from Cope. The Cardinal, they're going to need to respond here some way, somehow. With a blitz, it's a quick pass, another 1st down. Akbar, he's doing well, feeling out the defense here of the Cardinal. A lot of quick hurry up here, keeping them in similar looks. At the 37 now. As they go with a delayed handoff, Muhammad hurdles, but he's not going to get too far from there. Gain of 6 on 1st down, 2nd and 4. Trying to get to the outside. He somehow weaves by 2 unblocked defenders, picking up the 1st. All right, now seems more like Stanford just making mistakes rather than Washington playing exceedingly well. 1st and 10 now at the midfield line as they go RPO. And again, trying to chop out the ankle, stepping over it, picking up an extra couple to gain a 7 on 1st down, leaving a 2nd and 3. As they go with a stretch, there's Sony Fotu, and a flag comes in late on this play. It looks like they might get holding on their tackle. Now this one, Coach Bearington will accept. 3rd and 5, no. 2nd and 13 instead. As it's going to be play action. Pass downfield, and a beautiful pass from Akbar. as they are down to the 25. He's matching everything the Cardinal defense is throwing his way. As he's got a clean pocket, dumps it off and finds his running back, gain of 7. They've had a lot of second and shorts. They have another one here as they go with the RPO. Quick throw out to Warrior, and he'll set him up again. Goal to go. They're looking to go up 2 scores here on the number 4 ranked team in the nation. Thrown across the middle and broken up Richardson. What Cardinal could really use here is a turnover. Second and goal. They hand it off, and a quick stop by Nelson. That'll leave them 11 yards away from the end zone. They send essentially everyone down the seam looking to scramble. Akbar, he is stopped. Carlisle tosses him backwards, and it looks like they're going to keep the offense out on the field here. Even with the 2-minute warning to second guess, they do keep them out. 4th and goal. They'll look to throw the ball, and caught for the touchdown. Huskies take a 2-score lead here at home. Currently, upset alert on the number 4 Stanford Cardinal. With a minute 54 left in the half, they're really going to need to put something together here to try to regain something before halftime hits. As again, Avant under pressure, he scrambles and he picks up the first down. Great job from Avant. The line has not necessarily held up their blocks all too well today. 1st and 10. Again, pressure from the inside. Scrambling again goes Avant. He's to about the midfield line before he is brought down. We'll continue with their hurry-ups as well. Now inside a minute and a half. Still have their timeouts. Letting this one roll here. To the outside, they go Blousset. He's turning up another first down. And from there, though, we'll head into the huddle, get a slight rotation. Guys who need to catch their breath. Avant in the back. He's rolling right side, throws this one out, and Nenny, it's through his hands. A little in coverage on that one. And it's 2nd and 10 here. 101, motion right side, Blousset. And he's got him open with a good lead throw. He's got a first down and about out of bounds at the 15. But they do mark him down instead. Inbounds, clock rolls, approaching 30 seconds left. Cardinal do still have their timeouts if they choose to use them. And a big hit on Bryce Haddad. They will call the first timeout there. He caught it. About a gain of 2. I'll leave them 28 seconds to find some points here. Come out again. 1 receiver either side. 2 tight ends to the left. Got Haddad in motion, bouncing up from taking that hit. And rolling instead. Avant will run it. Ball pops out. UW is going to single-hand scoop it up. And trying to slow him down, it's Amodi Nigbun who gets the tackle. UW with the big defensive play. And perhaps Montreal Avant just trying to do too much himself that drive. Just slide down. You got timeouts. Instead, he tries to run through the defenders. They knock the ball out. And with 18 seconds, UW has even more momentum to try to get something done here or send it into halftime. They got to be pretty happy, up 22-7. That's exactly what they look to do. A bit of a surprise here up in Seattle as one of the top teams in the Pac-12 in the country, currently down to a lowly Washington Huskies team who's just happened to be at the right place at the right time a few times, getting those turnovers. They've got a lot of pressure up front. Montreal Avant not having a good game. 3 turnovers. Their highlight is Montreal Dog with a big touchdown run. Meanwhile, Keon Akbar, he's 84% complete, 2 touchdowns on the day, and they're doing pretty well running the ball with Muhammad averaging 4. For the home team, you have a ranked opponent, number 4, sitting exactly where you want them. Down 22-7 as you start the second half with possession. A good pull there, however, the guard doesn't block anyone. Muhammad still able to pick up nearly the first down. They mark him a couple inches shy. Second and inches at the 34. They bring the heat, and it's just enough space. And Muhammad gets another first down. 1st and 10 at the 39. Cardinal defense, they need to step up here. Someone's got to make some big plays. Howerton with the tackle. limits that gain to just 2. Bunch goes to the right, 2nd and 8. They'll look to pass the ball here. Screen to the right-hand side. Still, they are feeding Muhammad in this one. And if it's not broke, don't fix it. And, well, it's working just fine so far. 3rd and 4. Cardinal, they need to pick up a stop here. Though the slant is open. First down grab. And for the Cardinal, they should have had a defender there. Looks like they were running a cover 3. He just didn't drop in time. Quick throw to the outside. We'll say that's one thing Akbar doing very well with in this game. He's not holding on to that ball long. If there's a read, he's getting it out there as soon as possible. That's limiting the rush up front for the Cardinal defense. That's been an area that has very much helped this team throughout the season, is getting pressure on quarterbacks. They go the toss to the outside, and rallying, the defense finally picks up a stop. Sony Fotu and Howerton there. But up 2 scores, a 4th and 3. Huskies stay out on the field. They're looking to convert this one, and under pressure, the DT Howerton gets back there. It's a turnover on downs. And for the Cardinal, that has got to be the turning point. 22-7, you take the field, you got to come away with a touchdown this drive. Parrish, he picks up 5. And they can use some big plays along the way to help quiet down this stadium. 2nd and 5, they're going to go with a roll-out pass, throwing downfield, and it's picked off Diaby. He's had 2 in this one. He's made a couple big plays, and that one was just a little bit behind an open Blouse. And I actually have a correction to that. It's his 3rd interception on the day. 4 total turnovers for Montrell Avant, and his day might be done after that one. Down 22-7, Huskies offense right back onto the field. Defense finally picked up a big stop for you. They need more help from their offense. Defense might need to pick up a score or 2 in this game. But throwing to the outside, wide open, and by the defender, Combs into the end zone. A 3-score lead opened up here by the Huskies. Number 4, Stanford just in shock out here. But if a 20-point lead was not enough, they're going for 2 here. Trying to make it a 21-point lead. They hand it off Muhammad, who hesitates. He had a lane, and that will cost him 2 more. But as expected, a change is made at quarterback. It is not Montrell Avant. It is Nick Terrell in, and early movement, they might get Fowler. Those self-inflicted wounds today here for the Cardinal. 1st and 15 now. They get motion Blouse on the right-hand side. Washington brings the blitz. They throw Blouse, and it's just off the mark. First throw for Nick Terrell, not a good one. 2nd and long. As they look for the curl, they got it to Haddad. 3rd and 1. Honestly, at this point, might consider even going for it on 4th down if needed. You need touchdowns, and you need them quickly, and they will have to go for it as it is stopped. Loss of 1, of 4th and 2. They keep the same look out there. They run the same play. Montreal Dog, this time he finds space. A risky call here with still a good amount of time left in this one. But clearly, Coach Bearington feels his team is under pressure and that they need to make some big plays to pull themselves out of it. Throw across the middle is Coupe Blouse. He's got the first down by midfield. Going with the hurry up here, getting back to it. Terrell. He led this team pretty well in a couple games last season. He's going to have to do so here. Rolling to the outside, has a receiver cross body. He finds Bryce Haddad down to about the 20, puts on the juke. Not able to get any more from that, but it is still a good highlight for him. Sitting just inside the red zone. Terrell getting them set up here. Blouse going to motion from the right-hand side. They look to bring the blitz. A flag is down, ball is out, and it hits the turf. Looks like they are going to get holding down the middle. They call that one on the transfer guard in Eugene Brooks. 1st and 20 now, and they're going to have a free play as they jumped off sides, but it's a sack. So it's a good thing they got that free 5. 1st and 15. 2 receivers to the right-hand side, tight end to the left. And again, under pressure, Terrell, he's going to bounce to the outside. Look to run and tried to angle towards the sideline. Ends up taking the hit. Gain of 1. 2nd and 9. They're going to have motion here. Moses taking the jet sweep to the outside. Pick up a block there from Parrish. Bouncing off a weak tackler close to the first down, but again, Laundry comes in. That's a second holding of Modi Nigbun. They're not only playing against the Huskies, they're playing against themselves as it appears. Pass right side, dropped by Moses. Pass came in a little bit behind and the hit just took away any chance. 3rd and long here for the Cardinal. They need to convert. They've got a slant. He got Moses this time. 1st down as they go hurry up. They're down to the 6-yard line. About 2:20 left in the 3rd quarter. Hand this one off. Parrish. He is stuffed. Washington playing the best game of their season out here as they're trying to keep the Cardinal out of the end zone. Terrell scrambles. He's got a lane, and he's got the touchdown. Cardinal are going to need to do a lot more than that. But that is a good starting point here as they make it 26-13. And with the PAT, they officially make it a 12-point game. Still a lot of work to do here. Huskies offense hit the field, and they are stopped immediately. Loss of 5. Marcock there before the handoff really even officially takes place. It's going to be 2nd and 15 back at the 20. Looking to set up the screen, and the rush hits home. Cardinal are desperate for a quick stop here on defense, and they've got a 3rd and 15. Trying to set up the screen again, and there we go. 3 and out from the Cardinal defense. And we've got a big play here as Keenan, he's going to break it to the outside. 10-5 punt return. Ed Keenan has the Cardinal right back in this game. Defense picks up the stop, and just like that, special team answers. We are now down by just 5. Well, we've got to keep the pressure up here. Still work to do as Akbar and the Huskies offense retake the field. Pass to the outside. They got the curl, a 1st down. And Kyrie Float has put together a terrific game out there at receiver. Picking up a lot of those quick throws as they look to go to Muhammad here, and we'll pick up 5. Defense knows it's going to be Muhammad, the guy to key on here. It's either going to be a run or a screen, utilizing him, but Warrior, he gets the release on Asher, and he responds with the touchdown. Huskies go back up by 2 scores, and that's why we had to keep the pressure on. We slip up, and they re-widen that lead. But following another terrific return, this time Tim Easy, the backup corner. With 3 seconds left in the 3rd, we start our drive at the 45. We're going to motion over the tight end, Aneni, and he doesn't snap the ball in time. Terrell's got to get that one going. A huge miss of opportunity there. Going to back us up 1st and 15. Bring out again just one receiver either side, tight end heavy look. As they throw, they've got Buck open. He's got the 1st down out of bounds at the 37. As we head into the 4th quarter, a tough game ahead here for the Cardinal, who have to answer back offensively and defensively. But got to give credit to the Huskies here. They put together a great game offensively, defensively. And after a bad start to the season, they're trying to put together something here to salvage it late. 1st and 10, play action. And downfield, they've got Haddad, and it's just tipped away. Terrell, the safety, dives out and makes a huge play for his squad. 2nd and 10. Terrell making some changes at the line. Doesn't like the initial call as he's going to look to scramble. He bounces to the outside. He's got plenty of speed, a good burst as well. And he shows it off there, picking up the 1st down. Down to the 22. Play action. And again, he's under pressure, trying to get back to the line. He just about does. They won't credit him with any loss on the play. 2nd and 10, we just lose time. Looking to set up the halfback screen, and just off the mark for Parrish, who had space. It's now 3rd and 10. Of course, Cardinal may look to go for it on 4th down if they do not convert. Hard count, no one jumps. They need a 1st down here, and it's a sack. Loss of 5. Kevin Dexter. But indeed, Cardinal do stay out on the field. They've got to have the 1st down here. Hard count. They get someone to jump. Refs don't call it. Thrown out for Blouse. And it's a first down for the Cardinal. Just enough. They're going to get back to the line here quickly as we approach 7 minutes left. Snapping that ball. Parrish, he's trying to find a lane. Not much opens up. He maybe gets one. 2nd and 9 just outside the 10. 2 receivers to the right-hand side. They throw for Buck, and he's not going to hold on. Another timely hit breaks it up. 3rd and 9. Hard count, and this time they should get the offsides. So making this one a little bit easier. It's 3rd and 4. With 1 receiver either side. Terrell, he has motion left side. It's Haddad. Got to find the first down here. He's under pressure again and sacked. It's Rashad Lord. And now a 4th and 7 for the Cardinal. And again, they get early movement. And they'll push it 5 yards closer. 4th and now 3. 2 to the left-hand side, 2 tight ends to the right. Rolling. And Terrell, he's just going to run it in. He's not going to risk a throw. Cardinal back within by 1 score, but they need a stop defensively. And we all know how hard that has been today. 1st and 10. Huskies start at the 23. Handing this one off Muhammad, and he's going to power forward for 2. We'll see if they look to just straight run here, try to waste some time, or if they look to pass the ball a little bit. Well, they get a double block on the linebackers. Believe it was their left guard. Got to both Richardson and Coate. It's a first down for the Huskies. At the 34, they're going to motion out that fullback. Throwing the ball downfield again for Warrior. He's got the catch, but tracked down by Asher. Cardinal nearly beat twice on the press as they're trying to combat that quick throw here of the Washington Huskies offense. But then that's opened up the passing game a little bit further downfield. A little bit of give or take you have to have here on the defensive side. As they hand it off, Muhammad. He's tracked down by Sony Fotu. Haven't called his name much, but that's partially been to the play calling by the Huskies. They've taken away that rush with the quick throws. As they're looking to throw this one, get the underneath, a 3rd and 2. Right now, it is only a 5-point game. Allowing a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. Cardinal obviously would prefer not to give up any points, but it's a touchdown, a quick answer by the Huskies offense, and the defense here. The Cardinal, one of the top in the nation statistically, have not looked good. It's Decker to Graff with the touchdown, and the PAT makes it 40 points on the day. The Cardinal are going to have to hit some big plays here, but to do that, they need the blocking up front, which they have not had the entire game. And again, it shows up. Pressure, it is Lord. They just cannot keep him out of the backfield. It's 2nd and 17. They've got a lot of yards to go here under pressure, and Terrell just gets rid of it. Some huge plays defensively for the Huskies in this one, and a 3rd and very long. As they look to bring the blitz, it's thrown out again and into the turf. It's 4th and 17 then for the Cardinal. And can they hold up long enough to make a big play here? Well, Huskies only rush 4. Terrell, he's rolling around. He's trying to buy time. He's looking for Parrish, who gets the catch and the first down. Cardinal are not done yet, but they are running out of time. Inside 3.5 minutes, and throwing again into the turf. No one can block Rashad Lord. He's getting pressure after pressure from the outside, from the inside. Anywhere they send him, it's hitting home. Ball's out to Parrish, who'll pick up some and get out of bounds. Cardinal have just not had an answer for the rush all day today. As they bring the pressure, it's thrown in again into the turf. 4th and 6 now, and they've barely had enough time to throw a pass in this one. Hard count. Again, early movement. They're going to get that free 5. With 3:15 left, you've got to pick up the first down here. They need about half a yard. Montreal Dog checks in as they go with the run. They've got the first down. However, Dog remains down. He took a big hit, and hopefully he is able to recover. But for now, he heads to the sideline. They do bring out Thompson, the running back here. Looking to pass the ball, they go quick to the outside. Blousset, he's going to pick up a couple, gain of 4. I think the problem the Cardinal are running into is with that rush, they haven't been able to set up their developing pass plays. They're having to rely on the quick hitters, which doesn't help when they need to pick up a lot of yards. As that one again goes into the turf, it's 3rd and 4. And Nenny, the tight end, in motion. Going to shift back to a fullback spot. And again, just scrambling to the outside here, looking to pick up the first down. A good block. Terrell's got it. And he gets out of bounds. Just under 3 minutes remaining. Cardinals still need a lot of big plays here, as they're looking for a big play downfield. Well, they've got a guy sitting in the middle. That's Parrish. He'll get about a gain of 5, and they got to get back to the line quickly. Need a touchdown. The ball back. They roll, throwing downfield. It's picked off by Lord. The guy has been playing in our backfield all day. Now he drops back to cover, and he gets the interception. What a game from the edge rusher. And what a game for the Huskies in general. It looked like Terrell had a receiver breaking open, but it just kept that ball too close, didn't lead him enough. I hand this one off Muhammad. He's going to get about a gain of 3. First timeout called there. Cardinal do have 2 more remaining, have the 2-minute timeout as well. As they go, Muhammad, who tries to get to the outside. A flag comes down. It looks like they might get holding on their tight end. Cardinal do decline that one. They force a 3rd and 6. They've got to save time, as they will look to throw the ball, and tipped away Stevenson. It forces a quick punt. With 2:06, they've got to find some big plays here, and they just haven't found it offensively today. Rolling around in the pocket, throwing downfield, Blousset with a step, and it's broken up. It's Diaby yet again. Lord and Diaby might have single-handedly won this game for the Washington Huskies, though there is still time. Obviously, we're not going to quit. Throw to the outside. It's caught by Moses. He gets out of bounds. Or apparently he doesn't get out of bounds. They're going to run that clock. Cardinal don't call the timeout yet. And getting the sack, he couldn't get it out. It's 6 sacks for the Huskies. 1:30. The Cardinal have only had 1 sack. Again, just play calling has been a huge part of this game. And they couldn't get the deep ball. He had Haddad wide open, breaking by the corner and safety. The hit takes about 30 yards off of that one. And Craig Mixon, again, he's just sitting in the right place at the right time. 1st and 10, 1:24. Unless they could force some immediate turnovers here, this one might just be done. Final timeout is called, and it's Akbar coming out here to kneel this one away. 100% this game just comes down to the play calling. And in this one, Coach Bearington was outmatched. The Huskies put everything that they had into their season, into this game. Keon Akbar in an absolutely amazing game. Near 80% complete, 5 touchdowns, near 400 yards passing. They forced 6 turnovers, and they picked up 6 sacks. But where does that leave Stanford in their playoff hopes? Well, good news is it doesn't completely blow up some of our recruiting. Isaiah Whitaker, out of Lebanon, Oregon. He's listed as a running back, 4-star. We'll see if that is where he fits, as he's an athlete. We also land Carl Lewis, another offensive lineman, and with the play we saw in this game from our offensive line, we might need even more. But as for our playoff hopes, that does knock us all the way outside looking in. We dropped from 4 to 13. Good news is we could still work our way back into the playoffs. With 2 weeks to go, we have Oregon and San Jose State. If we upset Oregon, we could help ourselves try to work back into not only the playoffs, but Pac-12 Championship. And then if we beat our rival in San Jose State, we win out. We should be no problem back to where we need to be. But we will need help along the way. We are 4-2 in conference. We did beat Arizona. We're about to play Oregon. We have not played Boise State, so we won't have that head-to-head to help us out. We played against Colorado and we lost to them. So we need Boise State to lose their last conference game. We need to win our last conference game. And with that, maybe we will work our way back into the Pac-12. So there is a whole lot to still play for here in the last 2 weeks of the regular season. So to make sure you don't miss, if we can bounce back after a bad showing, Coach Barrington, he's got to learn how to defend that blitz. We got away from the rushing game. I think we got a little too flustered early on. If we stuck with that running, found a way to get that to work, we might have been able to work our way back into this game at our own pace rather than constantly trying to chase and chase. We got unlucky early. It really snowballed from there. And for Montrell Avant, who at times has looked phenomenal at quarterback, he's been on a really bad stretch of late. This is now 3 games in a row where he's had 2, if not more, interceptions. He also had the fumble today, a lot of turnovers from him, and that's happened a couple times. In fact, in both of our losses this year, he's thrown 3 interceptions. So if he's to maintain our starting quarterback, he has to improve that play. And he's had the excuse before of, oh, hey, he's had some wear and tear that were taking away ratings. Well, that was not the case today. He just simply made mistakes. He got flustered. The first 2, not exactly on him, but the other 2 definitely were. We need him to step up, and we need to rebound in a big way. So make sure you hit that subscription button, tap that bell icon. We are here every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and next time we have a big game at home this time against Oregon. So let's pick up a big dub and finish this season strong.